Mr. Bryan. I shouldn't call him Mr. Bryan Kohberger. Today they had a man on Fox News. His name is Larry Jones. Interviewed Bryan's friend from back in the day, from 2013. This dude, I think he said his name was Rich Pascal. Let me get this. So he said that he knew Bryan from back in 2013. That he graduated with Bryan's sister, because you know Bryan has two sisters. One name is Melissa, one name is Amanda. One of them was, I thought that was really weird. Where's my paper? I write my notes. One of them was in a slasher movie about high school or college kids, and that's interesting. She was in a slasher movie like a Scream. And you know, if you're a person who loves horror movies like my family, they always use college kids in for horror movies, whether it's Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, those camping movies. I think American Horror had one that would involve camping, college or high school kids. Let's get back to this guy. So he's saying that Bryan, quiet, socially awkward. He don't remember him having any girlfriends. He don't remember him having any women. He said Bryan was weird though, but he's a good guy. He's weird. How can you be weird but you're a good guy? I don't know. I don't know what was it that had the reporter to ask him. The reporter asked this guy Rich something, and then he finally said, yeah, we did drugs together. We used to do heroin together. It's like, what? Now, I know I had seen it somewhere else, so we're not going to even say allegedly, because this dude, Rich, Pasqua, Pasqua, he's saying that they did heroin together. He said that his daddy, not his daddy, but Bryan's dad was really ticked with them because one day they were out and the car broke down. They had to call Bryan's dad, and Bryan's dad came and picked him up and fix the car. And his dad was just, livid. He also said that both of Bryan's parents worked for the school district, and the mom is on the school board, also with the mom. I saw, and I will post that, she had wrote a little letter, some kind of note to one of her daughters. I don't know if it was to her daughter, but she said that she had a daughter. The daughter name was Melissa, and she lives in New Jersey. She was a therapist. The mom goes into talking about she's against guns. I guess that's why Bryan allegedly used a knife. She's against abortion. She's against the death penalty. His mom's name is Mary Ann, but I couldn't find any pictures. I don't know why I couldn't find any pictures of his mom. I saw where they all arrived, and one of the sisters dyed her hair a bleach blonde. They arrived for the hearing for, I guess, to see their little diabolical devil son that they created. So as they say, maybe, mom should have swallowed. I don't know. Shouldn't say it like that, but hey, it's the truth. It goes on to say, again, like I said, he knew him from the pizza job that he helped Bryan get. So that was in 2013. He heard up and said that, he got married, to his wife who graduated with Bryan, and he graduated with Bryan's sister, that he cleaned, but he didn't know, if Bryan, or he allegedly think that Bryan did get clean, because here, another friend who is a chick, who is a woman. So he did have friends. I guess these women don't want to say that they mess with him. You know how some women do, when a dude gets in trouble or his life gets screwed up, we don't want to associate or look like we even, mess with them or dated them or anything. So this chick here, her name is Cassie Arntz. Okay, Arntz. So here they're saying he really stayed secluded. This is from Daily Mail. The other one was from Heavy.com. Idaho murder suspect Bryan was overweight and bullied in high school, and before becoming a self-destructive heroin addict, former friends were revealed. Everybody who is bullied do not end up allegedly killing people. Everybody who is bullied don't end up being suicide bombers, school shooters, Las Vegas hotel serial killers or shooters. I don't like that. People who mentally ill, everybody that's mentally ill or dyslexic or whatever, do not end up, so I don't know if him maybe getting involved with allegedly the heroin was so he can act cool with the wanting to be a cool kid, or maybe trying to get that weight off, or maybe get a girlfriend, I don't know. So Bryan Kohberger, 28, was bullied and dropped 100 pounds in his senior year of high school before taking up hard drugs. Two of his former friends have revealed. That's a lot of weight to lose. 100 pounds? That's a lot. Okay, so here, two of his high school friends, Casey Orange and Bree, who asked to have her last name kept private. Well, Bree, I'm sorry. Somebody, and I will put it, they had a Twitter of her full name, so I'll try to hide it. Okay, the suspected Idaho killer shed 100 pounds in his senior year after being the brunt of classmates' jokes, which was when people noticed a switch in him. Well, instead of getting these kids, and I'm not, we don't know 100%. He should put the people in check that was messing with him, not innocent kids that didn't know him when he was, chunky or anything. Okay, so she revealed he was telling me that he wanted to get sober. So he was also drinking, that he was getting sober, and he wanted to let me know I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better. Both of the women last saw Kohberger at a friend's wedding in 2017, where they said he looked good. I don't know if he looked good enough to date or smash or what, but that's what they saying. He looked good, and he seemed to have a new lease of life. Orange said, I gave him a hug and I said, "You look so good. I'm so proud of you." And Bree said that his new focus on his criminology studies, his goal was just to change the world for the good around him. He wanted to do something that impacted people in a good way. Child, please, was he just telling her that to just pull her wig or her leg or see if she'll let him smash her? I don't know. Now she says people were not his strong suit, she added. And I think through his criminology studies, he was really trying to understand humans and trying it and understand himself. Now, I just saw somewhere where they said that he had applied, I don't know, was at the Idaho or was it in Washington State? He had applied to be on the police force. I don't know if he was trying to be on the police force or on the sheriff's deputy, but he had tried. Okay, so remember, and I don't remember which profile. I don't know if it was Pat Brown or this other lady, Coffin Diller or something, said these people who have a complex or narcissistic or I want to say male chauvinist sometimes, they always want to be in the police or some kind of sheriff deputy to have power. Can you imagine what would have happened or could have happened if he would have got on at a police force or at a sheriff, you guys, I don't even want to think about it, because you have these people who get on and they know that little badge that, I'm going to use my perfume, my Victoria's Secret perfume as an example. This badge gives them a right to do whatever they want. They can stop your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend at night, her leaving her, I don't know, her Walmart job, maybe her stripper job, maybe her bartender job. And they have done this, and I have stories that I know, and I have one personal story, didn't happen to me, of someone that I knew personally, who used his little influence to pull over chicks when they would leave the strip center or their bartender job, and pull them over. And he did go to the state penal prison for, I don't know how long he went, like 4 years or 5 years. But yes, you guys, them little badges there, that gives them the right to do whatever they want to do. Okay, so moving on. This lady says, speaking about Kohberger allegedly being the Idaho killer, Orange said, I honestly think he did it because he wants to see if he can get away with it. This is his friend. Where did it go wrong? What happened? Why didn't I see it? Okay, damning evidence from newly unsealed affidavit this week showed how police were able to link Kohberger to the crime scene after he allegedly stalked the college home 12 times before the murders and also returned to the crime scene 5 hours later. So after he, I'm not going to go into all this. After he did what he did, like they always say, he went back to the crime scene 5 hours later to make sure that everybody was, taken care of or whatever. I'm just curious, and I don't know if anybody said that. I didn't think to look. Could one of these young ladies or the dude, Ethan, could they have been saved? The 8 hours, how many hours it took Dylan before she called 911, could possibly one or two of the people been alive and just sat up there suffering in pain all those hours? I'm just, I'm just wondering, like everybody else, my mind is just wondering and thinking about this. The help of genealogy, cell phone data, CCTV footage, and evidence left at this crime scene, they were able to hunt down their suspect and charge him with the quadruple murder. Okay, so the affidavit recounts the moments Moscow police officer Brett Payne entered the home on King Street and found the 4 college students brutally stabbed to death. And again, we already had said, I said in my previous video, look at my previous video, that thank goodness that the boyfriend Kaylee, that Jack didn't go over there, because she tried to call him a couple of times and he wouldn't pick up, and then I think they said Maddie tried to call him and he still didn't pick up. I don't know what homie was doing. I think they said he was sleeping or his phone was off battery or something. No telling, because both my nephews do the same thing. Their phones would constantly always need to be charging. You're calling and they won't pick up, or they playing video games until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and will not, pick up. I was looking at, I don't really know much about drugs, but I was looking at something they were showing when they mentioned that they were using heroin, and I was shocked. I think I remember seeing something a couple of years back showing the number of young people that were using it. I thought I don't know, I thought everybody was smoking weeds, but now I'm seeing that people, young folks, are on heroin. And so remember in the previous video I did, the neighbor, the woman that stayed below him, said that he would be up all night pacing back and forth, pacing back and forth. So when I looked at heroin, what it does to the body, I'm thinking, does it, make them not go to sleep or whatever? It said drowsiness. I didn't see anything about anxiety making a person pace. Talked about some of the things it did to the brain, some of the things it did, to the liver, the heart. I don't really think this guy, this monster, this heathen, the diabolical devil reject, I don't really think that he was using anything. I think he's just straight up, maybe when he did use it, maybe it disrupted some neurons in the brain. I think, again, like I said before, he's more of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I know the parents, this is their only son, and we do have people who be normal Christian families that create monsters. It happens. You can be a good mom, good dad, and create a monster. Looking at him with that weird, creepy, half smile grin to his lawyer, who's a lady. And again, these creeps, when they commit these crimes against women, they always get female lawyers to represent them. I just hope that this lady doesn't get, romantically involved with him, and her little head start to not thinking right. Like the woman who did, last summer, the woman who helped the little jailbird convict, and she shouldn't say little, the dude was like 6 something. She made this great getaway and rescued him and broke him out of jail, and they did all this traveling and like little newlyweds. I hope the lawyer don't do anything crazy like that. So again, you guys, family, we need to lift these people up in prayers. I have my candle on. My candle, it can be anything, but this is really was my little Valentine's Christmas, now Valentine's. But yeah, any candle, the best candles when you are praying, lifting people up for healing, making them whole, grieving, you will be your white candle or in your blue, because blue is for peace and healing. Again, I will keep my eyes and ears open. I know that you are. I think this story has just grappled us all and got some of us really scared. And you probably shouldn't be scared, or scared for your loved ones, your kids in college. But I like to think about, how could this been avoided? And I said in my previous video, cameras, security system, and also we just got to be careful of our surroundings. Men too. And what am I working on my next videos? Keep looking, keep watching. Be talking about Missy Beavers. The lady in Texas was attacked, deleted in a church. We'll be talking about 2, maybe 3 missing men recently solved. More dating app horrors, people going boo-boo crazy on that Tinder. I will be talking about something that was so funny. I heard another lady talking about the other day. And if y'all remember, watch my high value men, women, couples. I told you the radio station that is A1. If you want advice, Christian advice, I don't know, political advice, I told you. So this lady was talking about passport bros. What is passport bros? Watch my video. But she's talking about that. I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a video on that. So I'll be talking about that as well. So again, you guys, leave me those comments. Keep everybody lifted up in prayers. Make sure that if you are able to, write, email these detectives that's on this case, that they need to, I don't want to use the word shake up little Miss Dillon, help her to kind of memorize some stuff of what really was going on. Or maybe she might need to be, hopefully both of these young ladies will need, and also Jack, because his name kept being popped up. Remember, we all were blaming little poor Jack. But these young ladies will need therapy. They definitely need. I couldn't imagine being in a house, people that I just saw a few hours ago, and then they're gone. And you're 21, you're supposed to have your next 60 year 21, okay, the next 50 or 60 years ahead of you, and it just was, someone just woke up. Well, he didn't wake up, he'd been stalking them for weeks, but he just woke up, and he said, Bryan said, I'm gonna say allegedly, Bryan said, today is the day, tonight is the night, I'm gonna get y'all little he mad about something, somebody ticked him off, somebody turned him down. I know they said that Maddie and Xana, was it Maddie and Xana? I'm not sure. It was Maddie and Xana or Dylan. I think Dylan and Maddie worked at some Greek restaurant or Greek food, and this creepy dude is vegan, and maybe that's where they met him, or maybe that was his target and it wasn't Kaylee, it was Maddie. When these people are psycho creeps, no telling. I mean, it's no telling. We might never really know. That's why I really think they need to stay on Miss Dillon, because somebody knows something. So again, hey, you guys, thank you for joining me. And what else? Maria loves to talk. Say healthy, happy, and blessed. And again, Happy New Year 2023. Thank you.